When I pull this trigger and put your lights out, what you got to say to God?
With all the moves and all the hustles and the big ideas, I just feel like this is it. I want you to get ready. This here is gonna be a night that we never gonna forget.
What you doing? Where you at? Unless you...
That Bruno Mars make you want to belly roll. Hello. How is everybody doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Fight Night Sunday. Really excited to be here with the wonderful guest that I have backstage. You guys already know how it's going to go here. If you are just getting in here, hit that like button and show us some love. Get all active in those comments. Let us know how you're feeling about the show. Episode 4. Did you like it? Did you not like it? The people out here want to know. Of course, I am not only streaming on my channel, but everybody else's channel backstage as well. Keep it cute over there. Send some super chats over there. Hit that like button over there. Show us some love. Bringing out my girl first, because she on her revolutionary stuff today. Okay. She said she's here to fight the power and be a whole Black Panther. Kay, how are you feeling about episode 4 of Fight Night?
I had to represent. Y'all know I gotta show out and represent. This is the era, and I had to give you all the energy of the Black Panther. Shout out to my auntie, who's actually a Black Panther, for real. Yes, it's in my blood.
Blood got my name on it.
Got it honest. This episode was a trip. You know, R.I.P. Silky.
R.I.P. Silky. R.I.P. a couple of folks.
A couple of people.
Coming out next, because she's always a good time, always has a sweet perspective. I wonder if she has one for episode 4. Ashley, how are you feeling about the show so far?
Episode 4 was cool. Like, coming, I think, off of the hype of the first 3 episodes, this kind of stabilized a little bit for me. Definitely into this arc that we're seeing with the detective, played by the Don Cheadle. I'm excited to see where his character is gonna go. But I just want to say this, Chicken Man, ain't no way you brought that lady of the night to your White House.
Why she gotta be there tonight?
Because we know what time it is. We know what time it is for Vivian. Don't bring that. Don't bring that home, brother. You don't got a cousin, a auntie, a uncle, a friend, nobody else. Yeah.
Now, just because Viv used to dance at club sugar daddies don't mean she was a lady of the night. I mean,
it looks like it's giving lady of the night.
She did say she
did something
for $20. Now that I think about it,
she
does say that she did. Maybe so. Last but not least, always super duper happy to have you here, Brandon. With just my opinion, how are you feeling about episode 4 of Fight Night?
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for having me. I'm feeling really good about episode 4 of Fight Night. The show's getting better and better. I like how the whole robbery, what the show was about, was wrapped up in the first 3 episodes. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I like how it was wrapped up in the first 3 episodes, and then we have 5 left, and it's just going to be an investigation. So that does get me excited how Chicken Man and Don Cheadle's character are going to be moving around from now on. So I'm excited to see that.
Absolutely. We all hella excited for that. What I'm always excited to do is, get into some job games, because y'all know in our fashion, we got to do some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about, because we got to have a good time. We got to have a good time. We're going to go ahead and go all the way over here, because I want to know y'all opinions. And I took it down this time to like more so modern with some of the slides, blaxploitation, so we can get in on the fun. And I hope that he's seen majority of the movies that we have here. Let's go. Oh, man. Well, let's take this off of here. Stuff is being raggedy per usual. Let me put this here. Yeah, what is going on?
It's all good.
It is not. I don't play that. Absolutely don't play that. Y'all give me 1 second here. Of course, I always want to make these bigger. Put myself over here. Because stuff's trying to be raggedy. And we don't do raggedy here. This is, as Kay would say, Armand Studios.
Armand Perry Studios.
Right, let me see. Let me try it again.
And we only do high-end productions.
It is not. Stuff is being real dysfunctional over here. I wonder why. I wonder why. Hold on, y'all.
They don't want us to have no food.
Because there's absolutely nothing coming up. Y'all entertaining these folks. I'm gonna go out and come back in here because something's wrong completely on my side. Something just happened here. I'll be right back. Y'all keep it cute. Ashley, shoo-wop bop bop the people.
So I want to know from you guys, since we're waiting, I'll start with you, Brandon. What was the biggest upset in this episode for you in episode 4?
Chicken taking his mistress to his family house. That is just evil. There's some lines you don't cross, and that is one of them. I mean, I understand you in a situation right now, but it wasn't to the degree to where you had to do that. That is just, I mean, messed up. Unless his wife Faith knows that he has women on the outside, and that's okay if they have some type of agreement, like do what you do, just don't make me look stupid. Don't have me looking stupid out here or bring nothing home. But I doubt it, and I don't want the writers to have us try to figure that out. But that's the biggest shock to me is him doing that. So.
Okay, y'all. Everything's absolutely raggedy. Y'all know how it is when we leave out of here and come back. Everything leaves with it. But we're going to keep going anyway. I have no clue what this slide is, but we're going to play this job game anyway. All right, B. I hope that you have seen at least one of these films. We have Sparkle here from 2012 and Sparkle from 1976. If you had to pick one, which one is your favorite?
I would say the 2012 version is my favorite. And I'm a bit biased because I haven't seen the 76 version. I will put it on the list. It is there. There is a list and it does exist. I'm a little embarrassed about what films are on there. But 2012 for me. 2012.
Kay, what about you? 76 to 2012.
I got to go with the original because it's just something about that just being trying to remake that era and try to redo something versus actually being in the time, and just look at how the fashion is different just by the posters. It's just something about that era of 70s black movies coming out. I don't know. It was just something empowering about that time. I don't know.
Child, I'm gonna have to go with 76 because Drag You Down to the Gutter is over there, and the OG Tony Satin Struthers is over there. And that man was a despicable human being. You just hate somebody off the rip. The satin over there in 2012 was Mike. And Mike was good. He did real good in that role. But baby, the despicableness off of Satin Struthers in that 76 and just Sparkle in them as a whole. Sister was giving everything in them songs that I just didn't get from Miss Carmen over here and Jordan Sparks and Tika Stomper, even though that they look beautiful. And we got Whitney Houston over there. I'm gonna go with 76. Ashley?
Baby, living in a world of ghetto life. Do you hear me? And you believed it. The way Mary Alice delivered as the mama, he will take you down to the gutter. And that's exactly what he did. There is no comparison. This is a hill that I'm going to live and reside on. I need you to watch it immediately, Brandon, because this is an epic film. This will put you in your feelings. It's going to have you crying, weeping, emotional. You're going to feel the track marks in Sister's arm. You know what I'm saying?
Our cancel culture, they used to just do some of everything in film.
76 is the one.
Lynette McKee over there was a whole time, an absolute time. Let me put this slide back down here so we can go ahead and get into Chicken Man's raggedy self, amongst other things in the show.
Definitely.
Baby. Okay, let's go.
Man, it's 2-1.
Count again, nigga.
So, to start off this episode, we get into Don Cheadle Hudson here in the aftermath of the fight night party. We're talking to all these witnesses. Chicken Man, per usual, is suspect number one because he hosted the party And according to this white cop down here, any black man will do. Anybody, we're just trying to open and shut this case. Any black man on the scene will do, long as we beat him up and lock him up and get him to confess. You know, the typical situation. Done here, Hudson feels like it's up to him and the rookie cop. If we don't solve this case and do right by our people, nobody will. As well as, you know, the lieutenant, the captain here, who putting all types of pressure on Dunn. I gave you this case. I need you to solve it immediately. Like, we were putting all the black pressure on Dunn. Stakes are high, and we need to solve this case. Ashley, I'm going to come to you first. In comparison to what we saw in Hudson, you know, the few episodes before, when he was, you know, jumping in, like, you're not going to beat on this black man. You're not going to do this in my face. And he's like, we solving this case for the blacks. Were you feeling better about Hudson? Because you weren't feeling him last time.
I mean, Hudson is Hudson. He's still embarking on this redemption journey, and this episode didn't make it no better, sir. We know Tommy Boy fragile. You take their belt, you take they shoestrings, you take everything. You can't lead a man in there, you know, unattended and not expect, you know. But I think that's actually the thing that is going to change his outlook. I get it. He says that he's for the people, but there is this weird dichotomy in this character for me. I think he's struggling with wanting to be accepted by the whites, right? And in his line of work, he still wants that because the chief, captain, whatever he is like, listen, the Ali thing, okay, we did our goodwill tour. Now we got this. I need you to hurry up and do it. And I think Hudson doesn't think about the collateral damage. I think he can be a lot of times like the captain in that, okay, these are the blacks and this is what they do. I still smell it on him. You know what I mean? So no, he's not 100% in my book yet, but I'm hopeful that we'll see his character develop more after this incident.
B, what about you? How are you feeling about homicide detective Hudson?
Yeah, Ashley, well said. My goodness gracious, that was perfect. I pretty much echo everything she's saying. I don't feel as strong though, but I'm not 100% with him as well. But I do like the conversation that he did have with the rookie cop. That just tells me that he's not, you know, completely in the sunken place. I do think in his subconscious, you know, he does want to be accepted by, you know, white people, which is unfortunate. But I'm hoping by the end of this, you know, he realizes that, you know, what the real deal is and comes to his senses completely, so we can be on board with him 100%. But the conversation again that he had with the rookie, you know, was a shift for me. So I think there's some hope.
Kay, what about you? Were you here for the fact that was not Willie? Willie was not shot. Y'all tried to tell me in the chat that was Willie lying down in the grass. We wouldn't lay that foundation for Willie and take him out in the fourth episode. That wasn't him. That was this no-name man. I ain't even care about it. Kay, how you feel about Hudson?
You make some people wait a whole episode to see it wasn't who we was trying to predict it was. So fake out. But yeah, it's like, who are you trying to prove yourself to? Like, are you really out here trying to help these people, or are you trying to help yourself by trying to crack this case? Like, what's really going on here? And it seems like less I want to help these people figure out what's going on, and more like I got to fight every night to prove my love. And when we take that approach, no one cares, because those officers around you in that building, they don't care about you. You're doing a whole lot to validate yourself from people who are not going to validate you no matter what you do. And I don't like that for him.
Do you like the captain? I gotta ask you, I gotta mess with you. How you feel about the captain? You think he for the people, he for the brothers?
Ain't nobody in that office for the brothers ain't nobody in the precinct for the brothers at this point, because the way that young man, and I know you'll get to it, there's no reason that he should have, you know, woke up dead.
Ciao. Stay there the whole time.
In the place you're supposed to be with people who's supposed to protect you, and then now your body cold.
Oh, child, they didn't care. They wasn't going to check on him. None of that. Wasn't going to go see about him. Nope. Just in there, left to his own devices. Nobody's safe. Nobody is safe. Lena is officially dead. The gunshots were not a warning shot. She is shot and just point blank dead. Silky even dies. I was very surprised that Silky, you couldn't tell me that Silky wouldn't throw Chicken Man in the fire to save his own behind. He's like, no, I can vouch for Chicken. Chicken wouldn't dare even think about trying to do anything like this. But Silky gets taken out to prove a point to Chicken. Nobody's safe. Not even you, your family, nobody. Fix this, Leonard. B, how did you feel about Lena dying? Did you want to see more of her? And did you feel sorry for Silky? And how you feel about Frank?
Frank is that dude. And so, we better watch out. He is the big bad wolf. Lena, I didn't really care that she died. I'm like, that's kind of what you get, I mean, it kind of stinks that we're not gonna be able to see her anymore because she is easy on the eyes, but I don't like her character. And so, her boo-hooing and crying and stuff, I was watching it just like, ha ha, that's what you get. But Silky, though, that sucks. Because I like Silky, and I was very surprised when he did not throw Frank under the bus. Not Frank, Chicken Man, Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hey, I can vouch, for a Chicken Man. And I was like, oh, okay, because he had every opportunity. He's been treating him like he's just that annoying little brother or a pest little fly, a gnat, just like, leave me alone, get away. You're always begging for something, So that was surprising, but it sucks that he's dead. It really does, because he's innocent, and he really didn't deserve this. He was just working. And because he was associated with the wrong person, he got choked out. So that stinks. I'm not happy about that at all.
Shout out to the 65 people here. Make sure you're hitting that like button and make sure you engage in those comments and letting us know what you thought about this episode. Kay, are you going to miss Silky? Are you going to miss Chloe? Do you feel like Frank is a bad man?
I'll miss Silky, okay? That hair had movement, okay? That hair had that Cat Williams movement, okay? It was flowing. Because see, he really went down for the foolishness, like Chicken Man was trying to make him be down for the foolishness. I feel like he got thrust into some mess because of his raggedy friend and lost his life over it. Like y'all strangled. Well, y'all could have got Gordon or the side hoe for that. Why you get that was my guy. Yes, he didn't, but sometimes you got to make an example, and when you got a villain like that, they go for your friends and your family first. This other one, her death served a purpose more than her life.
Thank you so much, Kay. Ashley, how are you feeling about Silky, Frank, and Lena?
I don't give a dang about Silky. Silky knew what time it was when he got Chicken Man. He did though. Like, we know what time it is, Silky. Like, he didn't deserve to go out bad like that. Here's my thing with Frank, right? This episode 4 Frank ain't necessarily the Frank that we met in the first 3 episodes. So I kind of found myself like, okay, Frank, what we doing? He took Lena out without a second thought. And I said, okay, this is full gangsta Frank coming out. But again, if you look at Chicken Man and look at Frank, look at Chicken Man and look at Frank, look at Frank, look at Chicken Man. Chicken Man doesn't have the cojones, okay, to set you up, Frank. I need Frank to start using this head up here to really reason this thing out, because, baby, it makes no sense for him to do that. He is a small-time numbers runner. Why would he rob you? Come on, Frank. You got to be smarter than your average bear. I think this is just anger and hubris. I think this is about his reputation. And so he's going to drop as many bodies as he needs to prove he's the man and seemingly get to the bottom of it. But Frank, come on, Frank. I know he's smarter than this. That's how I feel about it.
I mean, we absolutely do. A part of me wanted to think that Frank was smarter than this and that all of this was just for show, to show the Black Mafia. Like he said, this is more about my reputation. I don't think it's about Chicken Man at this point. It's about the reputation, because if we just trying to go after Chicken Man like he's the one to blame, we know that's a lie. Chicken Man couldn't fry no chicken, let alone set up Frank Moulton. Let alone want to. Child, he is in no way about any of that. But who is, though, who might be, is the people in the mafia. I feel like this is an inside job. Why else would we roll up to this function and say, every rule is, what go, except for no guns. There's no guns allowed. And all the plex that's coming up off the group, mainly bitches, mainly David Banner, mainly, the people that is closest to him. And what we're going to get to when the squad is, divvying up all the money they made, we can't run off with the money because we have to wait for the higher ups and hear back before we make any moves. Who are the higher ups? We are clearly waiting on somebody. Now, the question is, who would have enough plex to set him up to replace him? Kay, who do you think in this group could possibly want to take out Frank Malton and set up that heist?
See, I want to say this out loud, but y'all gonna say something. So y'all already gave me the director of the NAACP. I'm sorry, I got to go with light skin and light eyes because the way he be doing his hair, okay, I can't trust him. Can't trust him. Okay, the hair be having too much movement for me. He be looking at people with them light eyes. You got a perm out here and it's flip. Okay, Silky had his perm, but it was straight. You got your perm and then you flip the ends of it. It's something that screams a little diabolical in that to me. I don't know. And a good bit of times, Terrence Howard, other than the Jackson 5, be a little shady in these movies. I just sometimes I don't know.
Yeah. Probably not, Jackson 5, but Lucius definitely would do this. Lucius Lyons, that Terrence, this is not far from him, and he is Frank's right hand. I mean, if we do the process of elimination here, it ain't our Marvel Cinematic Universe bodyguard over there, because he was funding the snaps. He's the go and fetch, protect me man. Then we got, the likes of Texas and Mushmouth and all of the other, leaders over there on the side that don't get a whole lot of play. So I don't think it's them. It's either Terrence or bitches this episode. It's either one of them because they do not like Frank in this position. Ashley, who do you think is setting up this whole heist? Who's to blame?
What I think and what I feel might be two different things. So I'm going to say what would make it poetic for me and what would make it super interesting would be if it was Lamar, his right-hand man, because we know that Lamar plays kind of his henchman, but there is this respect. He doesn't really treat Lamar like a peasant. You know what I mean? So I would think his most trusted person, the person who puts in work with him, if he turned on him, that would be poetic. That would be some Macbeth type situations. So I would utterly and completely be here for that. And I love Lamar. So if I would be like, okay, Lamar, where we going? We have some ambition. I'd be excited to see that.
And a lot of times it do play out like, I've been in front of your face this whole, you never thought to promote me, man. B, who do you think it is? And do you think this is an inside job at all?
Well, I don't want it to be an inside job, but it may be because, like you said, who is at the top? Who are they reporting to? Mm-hmm. Before they get their cut of the money. And I'm really interested because it seems like anybody they will report to is in the room. This is the Black Mafia. They control the country. There's a leader that controls every region. So whoever they will report to will probably be either under them or them themselves. I don't want it to be David Banner. I don't want it to be Cadillac. Maybe someone unexpected that's kind of quiet with not that many lines. The butcher guy, that doesn't use guns. He only uses knives at the bottom left. That's who I don't think is him, but that's who I want it to be. And so, who it probably is, or the obvious choices, Cadillac, Mr. MCU, or David Banner there.
I just something in me. It's like, because I could see Lamar. I could definitely see Lamar, but a part of me, you just can't trust Terrence Howard. Sadly, it's just not somebody you trust in any way, shape, or form. And the one who had the most to say in the show was definitely what is David Banner's character's name? Like, what is his name?
Missouri Slim.
Missouri Slim. Thank you so much. It could be Missouri Slim. Absolutely not sure. Let me take this off. I just really hate the fact that my job games are out of order. I have a system here.
It is Cadillac too, with the way that Frank talked to him in this episode. That may not have been the only time. Like, I'm sick of this guy here. You're gonna talk to me like that again.
He said we supposed to be family, like we supposed to be better than this. Like, no, it's not about that. And even what their agenda is there when it comes to Frank. Frank wants to expand and sees Atlanta and wants to get into the business sense. They're just content with being the Black Mafia and staying in their own territory. They're not feeling the breakdown. Oh man, let's feel the jive though.
Hey, this chicky, man.
Them hoes I loaned you for your little party? Well, them bitches over at my house sobbing on my couch.
Don't start that. I got robbed too. I'm hungry.
Bitch, I don't care. Go make a sandwich or something. Move.
I'm sorry, I had to put that there. It took me out. Ashley, if you had to choose, are you gonna go with Pootie Tang or Undercover Brother?
Water time, my Damie. It's gonna be Pootie Tang all day. Because that's just so outlandish and hilarious. To this day, I can watch that and crack up. It's gonna be Pootie Tang for me.
Yeah, not Water Time, my Damies.
Water time, my Damie.
Okay, what about you? Undercover Brother or Water Time?
Oh, complete opposite. I love Undercover Brother. Ebony and Ivory. That's my movie. Oh no, this do not stand against Pootie Tang at all. Undercover Brother every time. Dave Chappelle in this movie, hilarious.
B, what about you? Undercover Brother or Pootie Tang? And have you seen both of these films?
I've only seen bits and pieces of Pootie Tang, and I did laugh. But Undercover Brother, I've seen that a ton of times. I own it on DVD. I love that movie. I mean, the guy had Afro picks as like daggers or ninja stars. When he was swinging at the very beginning of the movie, trying to park, and had the big gulp in his hand, didn't spill it. I mean, had the mayonnaise in his watch. Or it was either mayonnaise or hot sauce. I can't remember.
The hot sauce for the mayonnaise sandwich.
There you go.
Oh no,
The emergencies. Yeah, Undercover Brother. That's my movie right there. I love it.
yeah. Pootie Tang just does something to me. Water tea. Like it's just so ridiculous. It's so freaking ridiculous that you can't help but love it. And it's very original. I've never seen another movie. You've seen mixtures, but Pootie Tang is just an anomaly that something like that would even work. Pootie Tang don't even speak English. Pootie Tang don't speak. Pootie don't need no words. Pootie don't even need no music. I love me some Pootie Tang. Thank you, y'all. Let's see. Dane C with the $5. Thank you so much, Dane. Silky should have ordered the salmon instead of the chicken. R.I.P. Silky. Peace, Tyra, Ashley, K, and Brandon. Most definitely. Thank you so much, Dane, for showing us some love. Let me show you some love. Y'all make sure, like I said, to keep hitting that like button and keep engaged in that chat. We absolutely love to see you guys. We'll be right back.
Bad night, you a good shit, Ciroc. I was super G. Cash flowing, money flowing, yeah, that's a super week. Got him for the 26.5, now that's super cheap. Can't you tell? I'm just looking for a super freak, super freak, super freak. Yeah, you know I want a super freak, super freak. Yeah, you know I need a super freak, super freak. Yeah, you know I want a super freak, super freak. Yeah, you know I need a. What it do? What it is? What you working with? Every time you see me, I'm grinding. Stay on that work. All I ever wanted a bad in a Chanel bag. Street niggas want her 'cause they know she got Chanel swag. Straight like that, I with her the long way. Been bragging to my partners, I've been talking about her all day. Pull up in that super coupe, you know them diamonds glistening. Too much money in the room, guess I hit her in the kitchen. Didn't get her to myself, man. I ain't hit that.
Definitely appreciate y'all showing love, all them fine women. We needed more Maxine this episode. I needed Maxine just to walk by, just to anything. We needed a little bit more Maxine in this episode. I missed her. Let me know if y'all missed it down in the chat. I just want to look at Maxine. I don't want to look at this though. Don't want to look at this though. Gordon Chicken really took his side piece home. Like, I was hoping Chicken would have sense enough to take her, not even sense, just respect enough for his wife not to take Vivian home. And there had to be Mr. I know everybody. I got connections. There had to be other places that he could have taken Vivian, but Gordon's deceitful duality decided to take her home to Faye to get patched up. The fact that Faye and Vivian have the exact same man, and I was here for them teaming up to protect the family. But like I said last time, Faye knows what's up. I don't know why Faye puts on this facade like we should just take her to, no, you already know what this is. I don't know why Chicken even feels the need to come in there with the lie. She's a girl, she works for me, she got her arm scratched, and if you could just patch her up. Meanwhile, Vivian is walking around looking at the family photos, all the God, the Jesus, the Gordon, the matronly like clothes, probably in her opinion, the crosses, the religion. This is who you are. If this is who you are and this is who you decided to marry, you could probably be never anything to me. And who am I? B, how did you feel when he took her home to his wife?
Lost a ton of respect for him. He wasn't one of my favorite characters anymore. Like I was saying earlier, there's just some lines you just don't cross. And he crossed it. I mean, that not only that, this dude had kids too. I mean, the little boys were walking in there like, who is this? And he was old enough to know, like, okay, this is just not right. And for Chicken to do that, I mean, it was just unnecessary. Vivian is a grown woman. She knows what the deal is. She can, take care of herself. She wasn't dying, and his wife wasn't the only, medical professional in the country, or not in the country, excuse me, in the city or in the town. So that was just messed up. I don't like Chicken for that. He doesn't deserve to die for it, but at least get his ass whooped.
How did you feel about them teaming up when the dudes came? Because first the police came, and then some henchmen came looking for Chicken, but they protected the house together, and Vivian stepped in.
That was dope. That was dope. That was insightful too. So I do like that about his wife, because I never would have thought that she was, she knew what she was doing. Even if Vivian didn't pop out there, I still think that she could have handled herself alone. So shout out to her for that, and her dad. That's her too.
Absolutely. She said, "These my daddy guns." Yeah. Ashley, was it okay for Gordon to take her home to Faye?
Heck, we know what. Listen, your side piece stays in the side piece's house. You live your separate life over there. This was not a life or death wound. This was a flesh wound. If you don't pour some peroxide, get a stapler and staple her up, she would have been just fine. She don't have family. She don't have a cousin, a sister, nobody to drop her off to. I mean, it felt almost like Chicken Man was the pimp and you got your hoes and they team it up like they did in Hustle and Flow. That's what it felt like to me at that door when the people came. Faith has known about this. And again, I think she was fine as long as it didn't cross her doorstep. I lost so much respect for Chicken Man, not just in this, but the fact that you're going to put me in this raggedy motel and not send me out of town. Send me and your children out of town if you love me. Again, questionable character already, having this side life. But now I feel like you're not doing what you need to do as a man to protect your wife and children. I lost all the respect for him. And Vivian, find something safe to do. She knew better herself. Don't take me over there, Chicken Man. Take me over here to 234th Street. Take me to the pimp. Some of them hoes know how to use a first aid kit. Come on, don't do that. Messy.
I just felt like Maxine been around the block. Okay, somebody could have stitched her up. Like, Lord, this was just really, really reckless, and it makes me question Chicken Man's judgment heavily. Kay, were you here for Chicken Man in the scene? And how did you feel about Vivian rifling all through Faye's things?
All the audacity. First of all, you're not even cute enough to think that you could have two women that would be fine enough that they would want to share you in this manner. Your wife was at home taking care of them kids. That was a good Christian woman who was also strapped. You take her over there knowing she know her way around a gun or two or three. And you put this woman in danger. And see, Vivian was like, this was back in the day when the side pieces was like, I'm not getting into that. I'm not coming over there. Don't mention my name. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it. And you put her in a place that she didn't want to be in because she knew she knew you was married and had a family. But that was when she was just like, I'm gonna stay over here though. No, you said I'm gonna push you over here. You was playing with both of their lives because somebody could have lost their life in front of the children. You set the stage for a whole lot of violence to have take place. If he didn't have a good Christian woman he would have came home to a dead body. And he's lucky that he does, because he might have been playing with the right one, because the wrong one would have got her and him and went off scot-free. Because at this point, black on black crime, wouldn't nobody care. She would have just, the two bodies would have been there, and she'd been good with her life. Went to go pray about it. He was playing with his life with that stuff, like the audacity, just no morals, unscrupulous, all time. Like, what were you? I'm trying to think, what was his end game in all of this? Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, did you think they would be friends enough that she could come by and that y'all could hang out, and then it would still like go underneath the radar? Like, you didn't think she had some type of a discernment or intuition or anything like that going off? Like, he first of all, we already got the like Frank and his people, and now you got the chaos in your house. I think he liked drama. Chicken Man, you like a whole bunch of foolishness.
He had to, because if she would have been in my kitchen where I cook for my husband and children, telling me how Chicken Man like his sandwiches, you gotta go.
You know, in some states, that's, you know, when you come to my door, I have permission to do what needs to be done. All she had to do was say, look, they ain't have security cameras in the house by then. This person was an intruder. She was an intruder, and she was down there where they was doing the robbing and all that, and got away with it scot-free.
It wasn't even that for me. It was this for me. This is what I was like, okay, Faye, put them kids first. There's a moment in time where we have to push our, you know, wife, and it's the 70s, and we stand by your man type energy. People have came to your door, threatened your life, could have harmed your children, could have did anything to you. The police came, and then Chicken Man is lying, has been lying, but is lying to the fact of what's really happening, why he's low-key on the run and trying to figure everything out, and how his life is even in jeopardy. Gordon is keeping his family close for what? And then we taking him to the Roach Inn Hotel, the Mosey Rosie. Like, I was really hoping that this would be the, like, you know what? No, I have to think about myself and my kids. Apart from you lying and being the type of individual that you are, Chicken Man, I have to put my family first in our lives.
And he still ain't and didn't want her to leave. Wanted her to stay in that raggedy, rusty, dusty, crusty, probably got bed bugs hotel just so that they could be close to you. Why? That ain't even safe.
It's not. Ashley, do you think that something is going to happen to this family due to Chicken Man and phase 2 stupidity? Because why aren't you getting the hell out of Dodge?
Yeah, I'm over this. I'm over, and I get it. I get the times, y'all, but ain't no way my babies are going to be at risk. People calling. I mean, listen, we're not going to do this. Faye, I'm going to go find my daddy, my mama, my cousin. Somebody got to play somewhere out of this town, and I'm taking these children, sir. Like, little Chicken Man, little man. I know you're fun size. Listen, I guess it's a good time because the ladies love Chicken Man, apparently. But baby, there's not that much love in the world to put my children in danger, right? And again, this is where I lost the respect for him completely. She's just enamored of him, and I don't even get it, right? You've really been confronted with the truth that she's probably known for years, and now you're just like, well, okay. It just take a couple words from him. Like, I don't get it. Chicken Man ain't putting me down like that.
Clear. Chicken Man has to get the gab. You know, he's a smooth talker. That's what's getting him out of everything else in the show. But as your wife, I'm leaving. B, do you have an understanding as to why Chicken Man is trying to keep this family close and not have them somewhere far away from this mess? What sense does this make?
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's ego or pride or something, but it's just really selfish. You know, for him wanting to have it all, you know, he has to choose the lifestyle or the family, because somebody's going to end up dead. I hope nothing happens to the family. I don't think something will. If nothing will happen to the children. Well, I can't say that, because if that happened in real life, then I don't think they will write it out. But I don't think it did. And so since a part of this is fiction, I don't think they're going to kill the children. But if anybody would go, it would be the wife. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't think it will.
Not the good Christian woman.
Right.
Leave me alone. Leave me out of this completely. Oh, it's just not okay. It's not okay. Let's get into a jive game situation. Make it all better. Because what you're not going to do is be here in my face. I can understand why she stayed. Didn't make any sense, but maybe there's a greater plan.
I received an invitation to go to a party. And the next thing I know, I'm down to my drawers. We are supposed to be the baddest And we got robbed in front of a bunch of bitches and we didn't do nothing.
Not a thing. Absolutely not a thing. B, I know you have seen the both of these. If you had to choose, are you going to go with Django or they clone Tyrone?
Oh man, this is tough. Oh, this is tough because Django was my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I own it. I've seen it so many times. I mean, when Jamie gets the whip and whips the white man with it, that's just therapeutic for me. It calms my soul. But they clone Tyrone, man. We covered that last year, the year before that, or but man, that was. I think I gave that a perfect score as well. Dang near. This is hard. This is not easy. They're both some of my favorite films I've ever seen. I'm gonna go with Django, but barely. I'm gonna go with Django, but barely. Because I mean, both of them they did get justice or revenge against the oppressors, but you know, with Django, it's just a bit more personal. I don't know. That's hard, but yeah, Django.
It is. Kay, are you gonna go over there and get cloned with Tyrone, or are you gonna go over there and whoop a massa with Django?
Now, I will say, They Clone Tyrone might be the far better movie plot-wise because of the story they were trying to tell. But I'm sorry, that the scene where they can't see through them damn sheets, I laugh every time. I can't. That scene has me in tears every freaking time. I don't know. Now, see, I don't watch slave movies over and over, but something about Django that if I see it on, I'm gonna watch this one. I don't know what it is. That on a horse?
Who's that up there on that nag? You know, Sam Jackson gonna pull up every single time the way we need him to. Ashley, what about you?
So here's the thing, y'all, and don't cuss me out, but I haven't seen Django all the way through. I'm not a Quentin Tarantino fan at all. It's something I may go back and watch at some other time, but I appreciated they cloned Tyrone. I love the nuance in it. I think they were speaking to some deeper things that are systemic in our community. So I'm probably going to ride with they cloned Tyrone.
Yeah, I got to go with Django. I have to go with Django. Like this is it's just the tension. I love the action. Blaxploitation aside, because there are strong elements of blaxploitation in the film, especially with Quentin Tarantino. You know, that's his favorite genre of film, along with kung fu movies. Because I'm a fan. I'm absolutely a fan. But Leonardo DiCaprio and everybody in that dinner table scene, it's like sold to the exceptional blank with his unexceptional, but I can't say it. But man, Kerry Washington yelling with the blood on her face. It's just too much gold there, and I absolutely adored they clone Tyrone. But yeah, I'll put these here for sport. There's no comparison. Django all day. Django all freaking day. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all for participating. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, girl, take them kids all at that outside. It's all holes outside on the balcony. Like this is the best place for you to keep us, Gordon. Criminals for dummies. Because what is going on? What is going on here? What is happening? I didn't expect the aftermath to just lead into everybody in this circle being completely dumb as far as what their next move should be. Because as far as I was concerned, we should be getting out of Dodge. But everybody's kind of consumed with themselves. There's no honor amongst thieves. You see people stuffing a little money, a little here and there, a little jewelry, taking what we can get before we even divvy anything up. But we have $1 million here, and we agreed for $20,000? For who? For what? And we're literally waiting for somebody to bestow down upon us in this little ratty house to give us 20 G's? Absolutely not. Who agreed on that? Then we got poor little Tommy here. Tommy, 3 guns and his 3 forms of identification going to get these guns. Why? Why? Who sent Tommy on the gun run in the first place? And why would you use your government name that's easily traced back to you to go and purchase them? Absolutely dumb. And then we have Mac, what I'm starting to see here that I know is going to get on my nerves. Mac wants to be here in this space, move like a criminal, but still be, he has a heart. We care. We're going to stick together. We're going to hear this. Because by the time we hear about Lena dying on the radio, Tommy's done. Tommy's done. Everybody here in this space is done, especially the two young men we have here that Mac is so concerned about. Yet we involve them in this situation. We're waiting around. Ashley, what we waiting around for?
This idiot that wasn't even in on the job with y'all. Why are we doing this? Like, y'all are working for the person, like working beneath the middleman at this point. Mac, I will never feel sorry for you. You signed up for this of your own free will and volition, sir. You are not a good person. You are not a good guy. None of you guys are. But if I'm them, I'm taking my bag and I'm going. Y'all do what you will. I'll find my own fence. I'll go run this stuff somewhere else. But there's no way I'm sitting around waiting to see what the next drop is going to be. Again, this reverence or loyalty they have to this man who wasn't even there for the job, who's not communicating with them, like it's beyond me. And they're all so slow. Like, whoever is behind this is diabolical for the fact that you knew all these people were incapable. You knew this was a ragtag bunch, and I don't think he anticipated for them to be around much longer.
Yeah,
because this is over.
I will say, Mac chose these folks. Mac, the only person Mac didn't choose is old Willie Black over there. He didn't choose Willie. He brought him on before the robbery happened. Everybody else, I'm questioning all your judgment, Mac, because why? The only person who seemed to have some sense is Andre here. And I thought he would at least, fine. Y'all want to wait around? I'm going to sneak me a couple dollars or even just the $20K I was promised, and I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. Everybody is following instructions. B, should we be waiting around for anybody?
Oh, absolutely not. And the more I think about it, it just doesn't make any more sense, because whoever they are reporting to has no earthly idea how much money they were able to gather up at the robbery. They had $1 million. They can even say, okay, we got 400K, and they each take 200. They already have it all bagged up and separated. It just is silly to me. It's silly to me. Mac is dumb. He's a smart dummy. And I love your subtitle, Criminals for Dummies. Yeah, but and also I'm thinking about it, it's like, bro, you have an afro that's the size of Texas. People are gonna recognize that too. He didn't want to put a do-rag on, shave his head, or anything. I mean, talk about a dead giveaway. But yeah, this is silly and doesn't add up.
Kay, would you be waiting around, or would you get your cut and get the hell out of Dodge?
They don't even at this point, because I wouldn't even be waiting on none of that. None of them. Because remember last week when I said, did they weigh the pros and the cons of this whole little operation they were running? Nothing. And they still not do it. They are just frantic at this point. They're not trying to figure out what was right, what was wrong. How do we fix this? How do we get away? They are just making one dumb decision after another. And nobody is sitting there trying to figure. Let's actually take a moment to see how we can not go to jail and benefit from this whole heist. And they're just scrambling around again like a bunch of dummies. And it's just annoying to see that it was all for nothing. What was it for? Y'all didn't get the whole purpose of you doing this. You didn't get the fruit of your labor.
Shout out to the 85 people here. We love to see it. Show us some love and hit that like button. Yeah, I thought at least this one had a little brains, but when he stole that watch and instantly tried to see what he could get for it, and Kenny's here. Shout out to the Soul Food Watchers. Kenny is still a mechanic working at the auto shop. We love to see it. It's like, are you stupid? This is hot. These are things that everybody's going to be looking for. Why would you try to nobody has any sense here? And just like with Chicken Man, a bounty has been put out this episode on everybody's head. And by the time we realize, everybody's just lingering around still, even though it's about to get hot out here and people are paying top dollar, Lamar down there, for anybody who has any information on your whereabouts. I thought that was number one when it came to anybody's robbery. We get our money and we get the hell out of Dodge. What are we waiting around for? But this is Dead Presidents, the sequel. So we waiting around. We waiting around, trying to make sure everything looks like everything. Tommy, at least change your shoes, boy. Do him walking around with blood on them sneakers? Why? This is the quickest. I mean, am I slow? I thought it took a little time to get to the repass. Lena her body was found. It was announced in the news, on the radio, and the repass happened all in the same day. What is going on? What is going on?
I
But
ain't never seen black people bury
and
somebody
I
so
ain't
bad.
never seen that happen before in my life. But Ronnie is here. We ain't gonna act like we ain't see Ronnie in the back as Tommy's mom. If y'all don't know who Ronnie is, that's Ronnie from Players Club. That's Hayden. What's good, new booty? That's Ronnie. I saw her back there. She looked good. She looked good back there. But both Chicken Man and Hudson, for their own individual reasons, are now after Tommy. We got to get to Tommy because, you know, he's the common denominator and the idiot who decided to get them 3 guns with his form of identification. And Chicken Man can no longer go after Lena because Lena is now dead. But Chicken Man decides to rally everybody together down at the repast. We're not going to let this pig take this young black brother in. He tried to do the same thing to me, y'all. He going to lock him up. You ain't never going to see him again. Unbeknownst to them there, Chicken Man, for his own selfish reasons, is trying to get to serve Tommy up on the platter to save his own butt. Kay, how did you feel about this? And who was in the right? What was the pig in the right or the hoodlum?
They both were trying to save their own behinds here. He's like, no, I don't want you to, because Chicken Man he needs somebody there to help prove to Frank that he wasn't the person and that I need to go and save my own behind. Mm-hmm. And the cop is like, well, I gotta arrest somebody, you know, we gotta interrogate. So maybe if he didn't do it, then he know the person that did it, we could try to get him to do all this. Nobody is actually really caring about the real story. They're just trying to save their own behind. Well, both of them, like, they really just, at this point, they don't care. They have ulterior motives each. Nobody really cares about the heist situation. They just want to make a name for themselves. Chicken Man want to get out of hot water. They don't really care about the truth.
The fact that Chicken Man got a lawyer. Act
like he's saving that young man. Boy,
was anybody in the right in this situation? I would say at least Hudson is trying to get down to the bottom of the case. Chicken Man is moving for his own self-serving purposes.
No, yeah, Hudson, I'm rooting for him in this scene. He's the only one that's doing something right. He's just trying to solve the case, trying to figure out who's murdering everybody. And, Tommy is wearing a big flag, saying, here I am, here I am, here I am. I mean, the clothes that you wore at the robbery at the scene of the crime, those should have been burnt in a barrel, in fireplace, sunk at the bottom of the sea, something. But he's crazy. And yeah, man, that's just insane to purchase the guns, with your ID like that. You just wasn't thinking clearly, buddy. And he knows he effed up.
Ashley?
Again, Tommy is not built for this life. Lena tried to say it. You're not, this ain't for you, Buki. Like, it's tiring. As far as who's in the right, Gordon is doing his job. This is part of his job, so I get it. But I do want to take a moment just to kind of veer off just a little bit and see what a loving family Tommy seemingly came from. And I'm trying to figure out why he's in this mix of all that. And Lena apparently came from good people too. They had the money to put her down, like same day. I want to know how they got into this life of crime. But yeah, Gordon's doing his job. But again, I still can't stand him. He got that chip on his shoulder. You're hoodlum. You gutter rat. I just don't like how he comes across, but he is doing his job. Chicken Man, like Kay said, is just trying to save his behind at this point because he know them boys is after.
No, I was absolutely thinking the same thing. And I expected us to be, at the projects. Street trash, riffraff. I thought we were gonna, not, let alone not have enough money to bury her, but we got a whole, repass everything in the same day. Like, if it's all of this, why do you have a lengthy rap sheet and picking pockets? What? I don't know. That didn't make sense. I thought the ball was dropped there, or I don't know. I just expected him to come from a low means for some reason. Because why
you go arrest that boy at a funeral? You see he crying and stuff like that. Of all the suspects, this the one you go and get first.
That's the one that the evidence led to. He the one used his identification. We couldn't go after nobody else. We don't know about nobody else yet, except for Chicken Man.
Where was the warrant?
You know what, Kay? I'm happy to play with you. You get on your Black Panther energy as soon as you put some black on. Thank you so much, Dane C, for the $2. Chicken is clucking All the bad women, all of them. He clucking everybody. I don't see it. I think he clucking Maxine on a good day.
He might be. The way he grabbed that booty in the beginning, he might be.
Thank you so much,
He
Dave.
snacked it.
He is clucking everybody, and it's a good life. It's a great life to have. We're gonna do a little cutaway, but I ain't gonna do no dance break. What I'm gonna do is show some love to all the new members I got this week. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Y'all rolled up and made this week successful. I just said, if I can get a cute 10 this week, I'm grateful. Y'all rolled up and gave your girl like 20. We'll be right back. Thank y'all so much.
Is that a members only church? It shows how when we come together, we can really do things.
We're a family that loves you on the inside. So we need you to stand forward and be a part of that family.
So we'll see you tomorrow.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have made this week for all of us up here absolutely amazing, and we love to see it. Now I got some real members. Y'all see how long it was? Y'all say that?
It was like 4 or 5 pages.
It was. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go over here because I'm interested in the question. Okay, I feel like I know your answer, but I'm gonna ask anyway because you're all militant. If you had to choose, you was walking them streets back in, the 60s and 70s, would you go for the afro or the silky smooth perm?
I've worn all these styles here. So, back in the day in the 90s when, after the hot comb wasn't doing its job, they started giving us the just for me. So, I had the perm. And then after a while, I was like, nope, I got to get to the natural part. I'm going to the afro. Give me the afro pick. Give me the fluffy stuff. Okay. The fact that I have locks now is because I'm lazy, but I loved my fro. I was natural for a good little minute. Give me the fro. Give me the kinky nappy stuff all day. I don't care. Okay. Black power.
Ashley.
Yeah, it's an afro for me. It's an afro for me. No creamy crack. No creamy crack over here. I too transitioned probably 10 years ago to my natural hair and then got locks 2 years ago. So similar. We don't have to do that. We don't have to conform. If I want something straight, silky smooth, I'll put on one of the girls in the closet and then take her off right after. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Afro all day.
B, would you go for that militant, strong black brother afro, or are you going to get that silky smooth perm?
Afro 100%. It's not even close.
Because you can't be no pimp. You ain't got no perm.
Yeah, no, it's an afro.
It's gonna be an afro all day. Absolutely, the afro. It's just especially back then. The afros just look different then. I don't know. They look fuller. I don't know. I don't know what was in the water back then, but the afros look like something. Look at Mike, little young Mike's afro here. They look full.
It was the afro sheen.
It was, I don't know.
Beautiful people love afro sheen. People love afro sheen.
It's most definitely the afro sheen, that Crooklyn afro sheen. Absolutely love to see it. And would you, since we mentioned that, would you book and get some of them Crooklyn braids with 1,100 beads on it, Kay? Would you go that far? You would go that far? That would be too much noise for me. It looks pretty, but it looks heavy.
I had those styles, okay? That when
really?
you look, that's a part of growing up in the 90s is having the braids and beads. Actually, little girls love it now. My child got beads in her hair right now. I ain't got time to be combing her hair all day. Better get these braids and beads and go somewhere.
No, Kay, it's a couple of beads on the end. I'm talking about all the way to the root, like Troy's mama, like Afri Woodard.
Oh, see, that's too much work. You about to get these 4 or 5 beads and I'm sitting go sit down. I ain't doing all that. That's too much.
I knew it. It's too much. But as we mentioned earlier, Tommy falls underneath the pressure. He folds after he's interrogated, showed those pictures of Lena, and what do you know? Who like the fact that you came and got me, not to say that Tommy is innocent, because you needed to have this conversation. You were there and you were a part of the robbery. But once I'm in your custody, you're responsible for me. We not only interrogated him, but we didn't even, ain't no lockup, no holdings, nowhere to put him to where there could have been anything. But I thought when you got into the clink or whatever this is, maybe they just stopped because it was interrogation. We take away anything, the belt, the shoestrings, whatever you check your pockets. There may be something in there that you could use to harm yourself. No, we not only leave, interrogate him, but we leave Tommy in this room for quite some time, only for Hudson to roll up. Like, anybody checked up? No, it was your responsibility. You went and picked that boy up. Opens the door and Tommy is no more. He didn't want to, rat out anybody. And I'm sure he was feeling bad about what happened to Lena. B, how did you feel about this? And did you hold Hudson responsible?
Well, somebody, I guess, has to be held responsible, but I personally don't think Hudson is to blame, because I see what you're saying. I don't know the rules, the procedure, the protocol, but Tommy wasn't under arrest. I think if you put him under arrest, then that's when you have to proceed without that. I could be wrong. I don't know. But he just went down there to, hey, let's just go talk. Now, when he took him away from the repast, that was aggressive. He crossed the line there, because if he's not on the arrest, you can't just physically remove anybody. But Chicken Man was in the way, and so that was kind of the lines are kind of blurry there. But I think Tommy could have just left, but he's young and scared and don't know his rights, and so I don't know. But somebody's gonna have to be to blame, and the closest person will be Hudson. But we'll see.
I don't know, B. Nothing about this interrogation gave he could have left. I didn't. This felt very much so under arrest, even though he didn't read him his rights. But once again, this is a kid. Like, I didn't understand leaving him in there. Like, him making that phone call to Tommy's mother, ridiculous. Kay, is Hudson responsible for this?
Where was the warrant? Where is the warrant? I didn't see no cuffs. I didn't see no Miranda rights. I didn't see call your legal attorney. Your mama can come up here. Nothing. That's why I don't trust Hudson either. Y'all trying to give him a little leeway. No, he don't care about these people either. He's trying to make a name for himself. He didn't care about that boy. If he was looking out for his own, he would have made sure he had his rights read. He would have made sure he had a lawyer there. He would have said, your mom can come up here and pick you up. We just want to talk to you. And he's thinking the boy was a little nervous and stuff, having panic attacks and sweating and all that stuff. Get him some watch out for him. Keep an eye on him or something. No, he was very much, because nobody told him to go run out there and pick up, trying to be the big man. And this is what happens. So that's why I didn't trust him either.
And then he kind of tried to pass the blame along once he got back. Because mind you, before this, he's hunting. He's got the tip to where Mac and Willie, all of them are at. So it's a whole 70s chase going on. Like, you out here doing police work, and you're expecting these people up here to care. They don't care about black people at all. So he's like, y'all didn't check on him? Like, nobody went in there to check on. Like, you picked him up. Ashley, is Hudson responsible for this?
Yeah, he's responsible. This was a manipulation of power, and he neglected the situation. First of all, you traumatize him with them pictures, knowing he's gonna crash out, and then you just leave, and you leave him there. Like, I just like people. Here's the thing. I think he wanted to solve this case so bad, and he was willing to do anything by any means necessary. There's no way he should have been left unattended in that room like that, in his mental state. When he showed that picture of Lena and he saw that baby about to crash out, he should have known in that moment, okay, this isn't somebody I leave alone for a long period of time. He's on the edge. Mm-hmm. He's on the brink. Mm-hmm. He's like one of the only black detectives. So that means he's got years and years of experience dealing with perps. So for me, yeah. But again, I think this is the thing that's going to unfold his full arc, because I do think we're going to see a change in the detective at some point, and maybe this was the catalyst that he needed. But yeah, it was definitely his fault. All his fault.
Oh, that phone call. Like, you took my baby out here to ask him a couple of questions and he's dead. Like, what are you talking about?
Hold on, how old is Tommy? Is he an adult?
No, I don't think time is an adult. Is he? I don't
like
think
16, 17.
I don't think we got confirmation on the age exactly, but from the show, it does seems like he is young enough to need, somebody there as a representative for him. I would think so.
I'm feeling different. The more we talk about it, I'm just, yeah. I mean, if he's a minor, then I'll chill out. But
child, couldn't have been me. I couldn't have been Ronnie. I definitely would have went down there with my baby, because what you not gonna do is no. But
Well,
I'm like, is he? Because he didn't ask. I would think with Hudson, the way that he is, he would be trying to do things more so, I guess, by the book, and say, I can't interrogate you without, a parent or whoever present because you are a minor. Is Tommy a minor?
I'm sorry. I'm pushing back. I'm pushing back on everybody. No, think about this. He was holding people at gunpoint at a house and robbed them of $1 million.
I didn't say he do nothing.
Okay, I'm not okay. I just we can't call him a baby and just feel sorry for him. I mean, that's just how I feel. But I mean, y'all can disagree, of course.
No, we definitely are not saying that he didn't do anything, but I don't think he should have been left there and kind of left to his own. It's just a certain, not even just with him in his state, it's just a protocol that goes for when you're interrogating or a prisoner or whatever. He was left in that room for quite some time. He went in, it was morning. He came out, he came rolling up. It was dark outside and everything. Tell me, y'all ain't check on him. Ain't nobody went in there to see about it. You picked him up. The white people weren't finna go check on him. But I absolutely understand. Last game. Brandon, I hope you've seen both of these. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker or Black Dynamite.
I've seen them both. Relax. I'm down. Don't shoot me. In my comment section last week, somebody was like, "Take his black card away. Take it away." I can. Oh man, this is funny. I mean, because both of them are hilarious. What is the black woman's name? Is it Kim? It's not Kim Fields, but she was in Black Dynamite. She kept coming through the scene. Yo, chop. Okay, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna lean with. Hold on, I gotta look it up so y'all think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna go with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. It was hilarious. It was so stupid but funny though. You know what I'm saying? Dude fell down and he killed himself because all of his guns went off. I like stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Okay, which one you gonna go with?
Can you pour it in my hand for a dime? Not a whole. Just give me one rib. Yes, sir. I sure am hungry. I gotta go. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. I love that movie.
Ashley,
baby, when she took off her leg, her eye, her hair, it's gonna be I'm Gonna Get You Sucker forever. Shout out to Jaleesa Vincent. I just adore. I adore this movie, and I'm a Wayans fan. Do you hear me? So especially in this era of Keenan Ivory Wayans, love. It's gonna be I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna go for the, even though they're both movies of a certain age, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker in them 80s. Like, you weren't messing with Keenan Ivory Wayans in them mid 80s and early 90s. Everything he was hitting was setting it off. I do love me some Black Dynamite and some cream corn. Y'all seen the the review for Black Dynamite. I love it. But I'm Gonna Get You Sucker it's just so much, and it's an all around like super duper spoof of the blaxploitation era in every single way, and it's just a special film. It's clearly where something like Black Dynamite got the fuel to go, you know what, we can do parody movies too. But I'm Gonna Get You Sucker started it, and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker did it here, and then we go all the way off into those scary movies and all the other parodies that they decided to do as a family every single time. I just had to check, somebody might have said Black Dynamite.
Don't be a menace.
It is Kim Whitley that was in Black Dynamite that was doing the karate chop. So yeah, I think I said something else, but sorry.
Karate chops?
Yeah, when she was in the background and she would just come through, yeah. I
I'm
swear.
gonna go rewatch it because I swear I don't remember. I remember Kim Wheatley like, what we gonna do, Black Dynamite? What we gonna do? Like, I remember her being there, but I don't remember this.
I promise. I promise. I gotta find it. But
V sat over there and looked it up. I'm definitely gonna go and find it and check it out. But leading off with this episode, ciao. Who rolled up on Vivian? Because for whatever reason, Vivian decided to leave Gordon's house and roll back up on the scene of the crime. I get it. She was feeling some type of way. I'm in here with your wife, your kids. This is reminding me of everything I'm not, and that we're never going to be in my place and whatever our relationship dynamic is. I can't be here. I got to go. It's not okay. But you're going to go back here? Once again with Gordon, this is why they like this, because they both making dumb decisions. Everybody's criminals for dummies. Once again, there had to be another place that you could have went, Vivian. You went back and somebody rolls up on you, clearly to do harm. Ashley, why did she go back here? Did it make sense? And who do you think rolled up on Vivian?
No, it didn't make sense. For a woman of the night who has all 20 years, 30 years experience in this life, she should know the game better. I'm disappointed. You should know the game better than this. You can never go back to the scene of the crime, at least not right away. Girl, you don't have a stash somewhere you can pick up and head out of town, have a nice little vacay for a moment. I don't know. But who rolled up on her? Either Cadillac, okay, so Terrence with the perm, with the Farrah Fawcett flip, or Cadillac Slim. It's one of them. It's one of them, because we need to talk to him. Or it could be Lamar at the behest of Frank. But it's one of those people in the clique, in the Black Mafia. Because Vivian, we need answers. And where is Chicken Man?
Kay, who do you think rolled up on Vivian? And did it make any sense for her to go back to the house?
I don't know, child. Probably somebody else's wife at this point. But with Vivian, I don't know. I just, Chris Brown said them hoes ain't loyal. So at this point, I don't trust her. And Chicken Man think that he know her just because he see her, late nights and on weekends. He don't know what she do for real. He don't know who all she be involved in and involved with. She could have had something to do with it. I don't know.
Oh man.
Once you get in the whole category, I don't trust nothing that you do at this point.
Child, I just didn't expect it. I was thinking like, girl, why didn't Chicken, the wives, they should have swapped. Chicken Man wife Faith should have got out of town. And if he wanted to take somebody to the Roach Motel, it should have been Vivian. B, who do you think rolled up on Vivian? And did it make sense for her to go back to the house?
No, it did not make sense at all. I don't know why she did that, but I don't know, she was lonely or something. But I think it was David Banner's character, because I think we heard his voice and it sounded like him. But I think it's him. And so, she looks scared. And looking at this picture here, she does look like she's out of it. So yeah, she's tripping. She's definitely in her feelings right now.
Yeah, she definitely looks scared in the scene. So it's definitely not Chicken Man. It's somebody she's in fear of, and we wouldn't be scared of anybody in this moment unless it was part of the Black Mafia. I know them criminals for dummies. Ain't none of them. They ain't doing nothing. They are absolutely not doing a damn thing. So we will see next episode who decided to roll up on Vivian and what that even means for Vivian. What are they going to do with her? Getting off into predictions for episode 5. Kay, what do you think is going to happen next?
Chicken Man need to get his family situation taken care of. Vivian need to close her legs to married men, because I don't know who picked her up, but it just can't. I don't foresee any good happening with her after this is going down. I really don't know. I hope Hudson takes not just his job seriously, but I think I want him to take Black people seriously in this. Okay, I need you to put the Black before the blue, and if you're really out here trying to save some lives, save the lives of the Black people, and don't be trying to do something just so you can be seen like the man. I don't know. You're not that guy yet. You didn't let something slip up. Let's not do that again. We don't need any more casualties in this. Because see, Tommy didn't have to die in this instance right here. That was just, we didn't have to do that.
Ashley, what do you see coming up in the next episode?
Chicken Man's gonna be running some more. Still probably not making any sense, probably not getting close to anything. But I do think with the detective, we're gonna see some shifts with him in episode 5. I'm hoping we get to see more of the Black Mafia. I want to get to know them more. I feel like we got some kind of cursory glances at who they are as characters. I hope we get some more in-depth looks into kind of their nature. You know what I mean? How they are navigating this thing and what it means for Frank, right? Because this has repercussions. It was his party. All their stuff was stolen. They're expecting something from him as well. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, I think I'm excited about the same thing, because if we can get closer to that Black Mafia, then we can get closer to knowing who set up this whole situation and get into their personalities and how they're moving. And we haven't spent most of the time we're in those settings. We hear Frank talking and really nobody else, and everybody's just nodding and well, except for David Banner. But mostly everybody is just completely in agreement when clearly people are unhappy. I want to see how Chicken Man, like, how long is Chicken Man gonna be able to avoid everybody else? Like, it's only one. They make Atlanta seem real small in the show, and there's
and it ain't. Don't do that.
There is now, a bounty out now, so somebody might want that and turn Chicken Man in along with Mac and everybody else. I want to see who in that group, that dummies for criminals. What's gonna happen? Who's gonna be really, really selfish, snatch up a bag of money and run off first? Because I feel like that's where we're going to. There's absolutely no loyalty there, and I feel like that's the only direction for this to go. B, what about you? What are you feeling in episode 5?
Episode five. I think somebody else is going to die, and they're going to, get more spooked out because of Silky's dead. That's going to be all over the news as well, I think. And so, but I do want to see, like you said, I do want to see more of the Black Mafia. Hopefully, we get to see, how they feel about this, and hopefully, there's no dissension in the ranks. I don't want them to fall apart. Getting upset with the way Frank is doing things, because I like the organization, I do. But we'll see. I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, we most definitely will. Y'all, that was episode 4 of Fight Night. Can't wait to get into episode 5. I love reading the comments on the community tab for this show. You guys are clearly really, really feeling this show, and I'm excited when we get you guys to love something with us in it. We love to see that. Let me thank you guys for spending a whole hour of your Sunday with us and getting into Fight Night, and we're going to come back and let you know what we might have coming up for the remainder of this day, because some of us will be right back. You know what I'm saying? Or what we have coming up for the rest of this week. We will be right back, y'all. Do know that everybody's information and links to their channel are always down there in the description box. They are a click away. K-Bly, I'm going to come to you first. Let the people know what we have coming up at this point and where they can, find and be over at to come and support you. Go ahead, Kay.
Absolutely. Y'all, tomorrow we have Insecure. We are going through all the seasons of Insecure, 2 episodes at a time. Insecure fans, we wasn't doing this whole thing, back when the show was airing. So come on back with us for some retro vibes talking about Insecure. Later on this evening, we are going to be talking about Three Women on Star. Y'all, this show is this is a grown people show. I don't even know if I'm grown enough to be watching this show. This is something else, but we got to talk about it. So I need you to come on, join us again this evening so we can talk about Three Women. If you haven't seen the show yet, come back so we can tell you what we seen. And we seen a lot. We seen a lot of body parts I didn't expect to see on the TV. It was a lot. What else we got going on? We're gonna start From soon. We'll be starting The Penguin soon. We're still watching Reasonable Doubt. We have Killer Con on Saturdays. Expect some more horror content from me, some trailer reactions, interview with Harold Perrineau from dropping soon. It is spooky season. Let's turn up. Y'all need to hit these. If you have not hit like and subscribe on this whole panel right now, what are you waiting for? Everybody's info is right up here. I need you to hit like and subscribe. Support the Black content creators. YouTube be trying to suppress us. We need y'all's help to keep the engagement up. So we would appreciate that very much if you hit like and subscribe. And if you join the channel membership, you're going to see some foolishness, even more foolishness than you've already seen. So please hit that membership button so you can see some content that I can't say in public.
Got real black there towards the end, Kay.
Support the Blacks. I felt the spirit.
What? B, what about you? Let the people know what you have coming up on the channel and where they need to be to support you.
What's going on, guys? And thank you for having me. I had a great time. I will be back next week, most likely, if you enjoyed me. Something to look forward to. But I'm B. Avery. You can find me Just My Opinion Reviews on YouTube. JustMyOpinion.net is my website, or social media, Just My Opinion 84. Later on this evening at 6:45 p.m. is going to be my movie news roundup show, where I just talk about all of the recent movie news for the week. Rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Going to go over the box office. Michael B. Jordan has a new film coming out, Thomas Crown Affair. So we're going to be going into some stuff like that. Each week I also try to do a comic book superhero show. Was doing them live. Now it's pre-recorded. Go check out the last one I did with Elliot with Movie Files. Also, I will be covering The Penguin. It's pretty good so far. You know, I was able to get some screeners and at least seen the first 3 episodes by this point. A lot of people have already put their reviews up and they are all loving the show. So make sure you check that out. I also will be covering Agatha All Alone, Dragon Ball Daima. I also may cover the was it Grotisserie horror show on FX that drops in a couple of weeks or something like that. I might do that one too. I don't know. I got my Transformers 1 review coming out this week. The best Transformers movie of all time. It's better than all of them, even the 80s version. And oh man, I saw Never Let Go, the Halle Berry movie. My review is coming out this week as well for that. So subscribe if any of that content right there piques your interest.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, we'll be doing grotesquerie, by the way.
Believe me, trying to come across them horror streets. You know you don't be over there.
We gonna talk about grotesquerie over here.
You know?
I can do something of them.
Some of them.
What's the sister's name that's in it again?
Niecy Nass.
Yeah. I like her. Yes. So that's the only reason.
Last but not least, the sweet perspective, girl. Go promote this live, girl. Promote all that frontal nudity. Go ahead.
You know what? You guys, there was so much pain in this show. It's almost unbelievable. This is an After Dark Live. It'll be tonight, 8:35 Eastern Standard Time. Be there or be square if you want to have an adult conversation, because there's some heavy themes and some things as women we need to discuss and talk about. Three Women. It'll be every Sunday from here on out, okay? But don't forget also this week, Insecure on Mondays, of course, but we'll also be tackling the FX Aaron Hernandez series. So when that airs, you guys, be on top of it. Make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you have the notification bell hit, and make sure you consider a membership, because listen, a lot of fun stuff goes on behind the paywall. But thank you for being here. We appreciate you vibing with us this afternoon, and thanks for hosting, Tyra.
Yeah. Well, Ashley said, get on over there. Y'all know I don't be playing all that. Just get over there. Just get over there. Just go support. We would love to see you guys in the next, couple hours to join us on this explicit conversation because it shall be interesting and only like we can. I can't wait because we gotta refrain. But you guys have been amazing as usual. Once again, shout out to the 92 people who joined us today. We love that, and we would love for you to go support us in everything that we are doing now and everything we decide to do in the future. We will see y'all shortly. All of us will see y'all shortly. Y'all have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Push your teeth, push your pound of weed. Need a brand new weed. Kill my dog. See, nigga, please, I go keep